You're Michael, you're Michael, you're Michael, you're Michael. I feel like you're Michael. I'm hungry, I go out, I go off, I show off, I'm feeling just like him. You're Michael, you're Michael, you're Michael, you're Michael. I feel like you're Michael. I show up to show out, I make them all tap out, I'm feeling just like him. Ballin', the young Michael. Flex on the young Michael. Swag with the young Michael. I show up to show out, I show up to show out, young Michael. I feel like young Michael, I show up to show out, so watch what you say to me. Down on the tumble, hitting your boy, so watch what you say to me. I came in the building with niggas, it's crazy, so why would you play with me? I thought I told y'all. Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Steaks. Welcome to the Steaks and Eggs Show. Y'all know what it is. If y'all don't know who I am, I go by the name of Steaks. And today, man, you know, as we do always on every show, I got two guests today. Mm-hmm. And happy Halloween. It's the Halloween edition. It's Halloween coming up, you know what I mean? So y'all be safe out there. Y'all make a mess out there. Whatever it is y'all like to do, y'all do. Hey, it's the season, right? Yeah. So I got two guests to my right, and we're going to start with my man, you know what I'm saying? Who is this, man? Who we got over here? I ain't seen him in a while.
I am Daylight.
At night.
Just Daylight at night?
That's it.
Daylight.
Just Daylight. If you know me, you know me. That's about it.
Facts. Low key Daylight.
Facts.
I usually stay on the other side of the microphone. So
Facts. Engineer extraordinaire.
Man.
Facts. What we got over there, man?
Talent. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm back.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy VeRB, man. Verbs in the building. You know what's up. You know, musician, artist, photographer,
right.
Composer, producer, actor, rapper. Now I'm kidding, not all that, but
more so like all that. It is kind of like all that though.
I'm Idris Elba. Nah, I'm kidding.
Minnesota's own Idris. Yeah, man. So as y'all know, make sure y'all like, subscribe, share. You know what I mean? All that. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, we appreciate all the views, all the feedback. Anybody want to reach out to me directly, y'all know where to reach me at. But as we always do, we're going to jump into the topics. And, you know, we got a couple of topics that we're going to discuss today.
Okay.
And since we're in a Halloween spirit, we're going to talk about horror flicks.
I'm excited.
I'm gonna see what a boy's knowledge at today with the horror joints.
Yo,
I know Daylight probably got some stuff.
I got a little.
You got a little something up there. I can't believe that one, man.
Maybe obscure.
A little obscure.
Maybe.
See, Daylight's being real low key. Like that's Daylight though, man. Real bright,
man,
real
microphone
low key though.
In the front. It's different for me.
It is what it is.
It is.
But
that's real. You definitely most times the guy who's
did like what one song,
yeah,
couple songs here and there.
Yo, you got songs?
I was on your album. I was banging on the door when you were.
Oh yeah.
That little skit in the beginning.
Man, hey, I gotta find that.
That's a feature.
That is a feature, man. Daylight is on one of them joints, man. I gotta find that joint, man. You know what I mean? We gotta remember what was the name of that joint.
Oh, dude,
that was back when that was like my
honestly,
first album.
I think the computer that we recorded that on.
Please tell me you still have that.
Well, if it was my actual desktop, I do, but I got to get the hard drives.
Yo, you still got some of those sessions?
I do, but the old ones. My laptop, though, got stolen.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, they broke in like right before Christmas.
Oh, yeah. It's the perfect time
Took
to break
my Xbox and my MacBook.
Dang.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. What? So that had the newer stuff. Anything we did at like my mom's crib and all that.
So the Xbox got to hurt.
Yeah, that was tough. I just went to computer after that. No, I'm not just a PC gamer now.
That's like your girl kicking you out and she throws your Xbox. That's
real.
Out.
You know that thing too. I think
man.
Sarah bought that for me too.
Oh dang!
Like right in the beginning. Yeah.
You and Sarah still rocking?
Yeah.
Oh my man.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Shout out to
We're supposed to get married.
Hands together for that. Right.
She's my fiance, but it's been like a couple of years now. We've been slacking on that.
You better set a date.
Now that we settled down, we're probably going to.
I love it though, cause I mean,
Facts.
you know, when I first met her, I knew like she had great energy, and y'all.
Dude,
I mean, the chemistry was.
She's got the energy for sure.
That's what's up.
She's the drive.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
She's the night to your day.
Man,
So it's nothing. So it's nothing scary about the situation.
I know. Hey, look. I'm a 39-year-old dad. The
That's
dad
real.
jokes are incredible right now.
Okay, that's true.
Oh, that's what we on, man. The dad jokes
Bro,
now.
I love them. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, see,
I ain't gonna
nah,
lie.
man. So that's not a scary situation for you, man. Jumping into the marriage deal.
Nah. We've been together for almost a decade, so
Okay.
we kind of got things figured out. The marriage thing is more of a, a legal thing.
Yeah.
Oh, for
if
sure.
anything.
Facts. Yeah.
Like everything else is already invested in each other, so.
Okay.
And according to most women, they would kill you 10 years.
Right, if you can't, if you can last 10 years, at that point, they're either
that's a
done
horror
with you or
film.
they're,
Like I said, you don't see nothing scary about that. I don't understand.
Right.
Like he said, you get murdered. Murder.
What have you been, 14, you said?
14. I've been married 14.
See?
You know? But you're right, though. You know what? Somebody should make a movie about that as a horror flick. Because let's be real. For a lot of dudes, getting married is scary.
Hell yeah. Changing everything.
Hey.
It's scary.
That's real.
I don't know if we want to talk about that right now.
Nah,
though.
that's another.
That's it. I bet. We'll
Let's not put that in that light.
So we can balance that out. You know what I mean? We don't want that one-sided deal they usually be talking about, right?
Facts.
Toast to that. Toast to that.
Toast to that.
Toast to that.
Make sure. You know what I mean?
All right, man. So speaking of horror, scary situations. So my first question, man, this is gonna sound corny coming out. What's your favorite scary movie, right? Verb, I'm gonna start with you, bro.
Man. What's Children of the Corn?
Really?
Yeah, bro.
Why?
No, actually, you know what? I'll throw that out the window. What's this one? Some with cabin in the name. Cabin
Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah, bro. That freaked me out.
The joint where they had the little monsters locked up in the boxes and they was coming out.
This is the one where they was like in the forest or something.
Yeah, there's like people like controlling it.
Yeah. That's the Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah,
joint.
it freaked me out.
Why that joint? Why
I
that?
don't know. And
joints?
I watched that when we were still in the apartment in St. Paul. And it was one of the nights I'm like, yo, you know, some nights I used to just be by myself in there. And I'm like, yo, I watched that and I was like, man, that freaked me out. I'm not going to lie. Because, matter of fact, it's thanks to you and Chris that I even saw that. Because y'all were big on that. Y'all like the mind, the twisted shit.
Hey, you already know I do, man. Hey, I got some stuff, man. Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure bro at home right now probably watching this like, man, why Steaks, man, what happened? Like, why you ain't called me, bro, for that episode?
Oh, for this episode.
For this episode, we gonna probably have to do a part 2. Like,
man, it's
for real,
whatever.
for real. I'm gonna have to do a part 2 for this joint.
I love my brother, man. I saw, the episode I watched with him on it. I'm like, yeah, he's Chrising a lot.
Oh, for sure. That's what we want.
Yes, sir.
The truth, and bro, be lovely, man.
Yeah,
Man. He's one person we know that'll get it out all the time, man. And that's interesting, man. So Cabin in the Woods for you,
Yeah, bro.
and
I
that's
loved
just because it was just kind of.
I think it's
it tripped you out.
Not even the trip me out part. I think it's the way it was shot. It seemed more realistic than, you know what I mean? Like back in the day, if you're talking like 10, 15 years ago, that POV type of.
I feel you.
Oh, what is it? The found footage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like Blair Witch and stuff like
exactly.
that.
Where it's more like you're looking at it from more of the people who are in it, in its perspective, than an actual movie.
Okay.
That part was dope to me because at that time, you know what I mean, like it wasn't a very common thing.
Okay.
You dig? And it was dope to see that creativity in itself. But when you actually saw it like that, and it put you in those people's shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where it's like, damn, if that was me in the woods and I'm seeing some like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I loved it. And growing up back home for me, growing up in Africa, a lot of growing up and being a kid is being in the woods and the forest and you know what I'm saying, doing a lot of shit like that. So for me, it was pretty nice to see something like that. But at the same time, it made me realize, like, yo, you did all this as a kid. What if something like this actually happened one day? You know what I'm saying? What if something actually, you know what I'm saying, happened? like this one day while you was out there and you was just running through
Nah, man, we ain't. I would. It would have been over with for me, man.
Yeah,
I don't. Some horror flicks, you just be like, nah. I probably would have been over with. Facts for real.
But you ever watch a horror flick and you're like, yo, that. You know, there's a point in times where I'm watching a movie and I'm like,
all the time, but
Like you did the dumbest thing you could ever do.
yeah, you know what my next
walked right
project?
into that.
You know what my next project is called? It's called If We Die, We Die.
yeah.
So,
I mean that.
There's times where
that's
you,
gonna happen.
yeah, there's times you put in situations you think about it, you're like, you know what? Probably gonna die anyway.
Right.
Go all the out. Go all out.
Right. Okay.
All out.
You know what I mean?
Bet.
If you're scared, you're scared. But man, you ain't just about to take me.
I mean, that's what everybody know, man. That's just survival. That's survivor's instinct and all.
Yeah,
Fight or
man.
flight.
Right. Daylight, what about you, man? Like, what's your favorite scary movie, bro?
I mean,
Daylight got a bunch of them. He sound like
it
he
just
gonna name
depends, like
six
on
of them.
the type. You know, I feel like there's
Overall.
you got like Leprechaun.
Oh,
Yo,
you
that's
know,
your top though.
That's just one I remember watching a lot as a kid. Leprechaun, man.
What?
That one was, little green dude, just,
That scared you
Leprechaun.
though? Scary?
It's a horror movie.
I mean,
But all right, so if we're talking about horror movie, it'd be either 28 Days Later or
Oh,
Event
that's a good
Horizon.
one.
So you remember Event Horizon?
28 Days Later, good movie.
Yeah.
Event Horizon though,
That scares me.
that's some
I ain't
whole
seen
other
that one.
level.
Dude.
Yeah, bro. That
Yeah.
It's like science fiction horror.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne and the dude from
right.
Jurassic Park, the doctor dude.
what is his
Can't think of his
man?
name.
I can't think of his name
But
either.
oh man, that
haven't
is
seen that one.
Whew.
Yeah,
It's like a mind trip and it's just creepy.
So in that movie, and I'm sure this is not a spoiler alert because it's a whole movie. I'm sure everybody's seen it. So in that movie, like what happens is like like in the beginning of the movie, a ship disappear. They get this crew to go out there. They're supposed to be like Marines or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They go out there and look for this ship called the Event Horizon.
Like disappears for a few years or something.
Yeah,
Like shows up out of nowhere.
Yep. So in Event Horizon, what it was is they had like this little like core thing that opens up wormholes and where they could travel through space.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, the ship ended up, and I guess what we can call like hell.
Yep.
They end up in the same place, and the ship actually was possessed, and it was crazy.
This
bro.
is a
It's
mind
wild.
trip. Not lots of like jump scares and like creepy little corridors and a dark
bro.
spaceship and stuff like
So it
places
make-
you don't want to be.
Yeah, it make you it make you think about some things, man.
And
like,
then
for
28
real.
days later though, like that's just like civilization collapsing and zombies thrown together.
I'm not scared of that.
I ain't scared of that.
I don't give a. I'm
You're
with
like,
it.
I'm ready.
I'm ready for this. I'm ready, for it, bro.
Give me a good like
real.
armored truck and we on. You feel me?
I mean, I'm not ready
But,
for
but the way it starts though, homie wakes up in the hospital.
That's just
So
Walking
that's the
Dead
whole. That's like the worst part.
Prequel to Walking Dead.
And 28 days later, they fast zombies. They ain't slow.
I'd rather. So actually, on that note, we gonna start with Cali. Fast zombies or slow zombies, bro?
Like what do I prefer? I don't prefer no zombies, but if I had to pick the slow ones,
Yeah, I would
because
say
the
that
fast
too.
ones is different, bro.
That's just like World War Z.
Yeah, bro.
With Brad Pitt.
That's
That joint.
You
Yeah.
actually really gotta survive. You feel me? Because these things are not. They're not thinking with any kind of conscience or anything. It's just
It's like pure
you're a
aggression
target.
and
bro.
like
You feel me?
exactly.
Same
They're
thing with,
straight, like full aggression predator mode.
That's it.
Yup. That's the same thing with what's the other movie? I Am Legend.
Yep.
Which they coming out with an I Am Legend 2. Supposed to be
Michael B.
B. Jordan
Dope.
and
Oh.
Will Smith.
Oh, and Will Smith.
Yeah, so that's supposed to be like the
okay.
sequel.
Bet.
Because a lot of people don't know, like, I Am Legend actually had like the alternate ending
It
where
did.
he didn't die.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's supposed to, they actually revised it and went back and said, okay, we're gonna do an I Am Legend 2
Based on-
based on him surviving.
That's-
the
that's
alternate
dope.
ending.
Right.
Which is to include Michael B. Jordan, which I'm kind of curious how they're gonna write that in there and how that's gonna be. So
Right.
you know what I mean?
It's just
Yeah, man.
cool, though.
it's missing me.
Fast zombies.
It is.
Speaking of missing, fast zombies or slow zombies for you, Daylight?
I mean, if it's in terms of me trying to survive,
Always the
slow
slow.
zombie, but
Yeah.
like I don't know. The Fast Zombie gives it a new spin on things.
Okay.
It
So
does.
like in terms of movie wise, I kind of like it, especially when they play it right, where it's like, oh, the virus gets them like hormones or something that makes them go nuts.
Because it's like if you
adds
gotta
to the
it's like if you gotta run, you actually gotta run.
right.
Give me Fast Zombies, bro.
Yeah.
You
Give me the fast.
Really?
Off top. If they fast off top, that means we ready for whatever else coming
That's
after
real.
the fast.
You
bro.
don't have to worry about no surprises.
Real talk. So if you really think about it, if they slow in the beginning,
Yeah.
and next thing you know, you going down all
You think they slow and shit.
slow.
Well, and then
next thing you know, they start
Oh man.
I mean,
doing
now
the
you
100-yard
also
dash.
but you also have to think about it
running a
depending on
fourth,
what type.
Yeah, right.
Because like if it's a zombie that's dead versus a zombie that's turned from a disease, like they're still technically alive in some way if it's a disease.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that would if they're dead, like
nah, I want fast.
they're gonna be slow.
fast zombies.
Fast.
Fast.
real.
Because every movie you watch, they always like evolve.
Trying
That's
to think,
real.
how did they get sick in the 28 days later? Is it like just any blood
That was
on
from
them?
the 28 days later joint was.
I feel like that was like blood or something. Like if you got hit by that,
that was
you get sick.
rage virus.
Yeah,
In that one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
The rage
some
virus?
kind of virus. Exactly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and the 28 days later, they had a little.
I think
They
they're
was
talking about
experimenting on
28
the.
years now. aren't
Yeah,
they?
they doing it 28 years later. Yep.
Oh word?
Yeah, man.
Because they 28 days, 28
Yup.
months,
Yup.
or 28 weeks,
Yep.
and then now they're gonna do 28
Yup.
years or something.
Full honesty, I'm not gonna lie. When COVID hit, I thought we was gonna see something like that.
Dude, the bird flu right now, man.
I was ready.
They got bird flu coming back again.
No,
Straight up.
here's the thing that I want to. This is the question that I want to ask because you see, like we sitting here talking about like the zombie apocalypse, like how we would be ready, like, and we kind of sitting at this table like almost like we want it to happen, like we want society to just flatline and straight be straight up zombies. So I'm gonna ask this question, bro. Like, what is it about? What is it about horror and things like that? That is it like an inner beast, like that inner thing inside of a human being that we have like that I can possibly say somewhat of a killer streak or something like that inside of us, like a
Man, we just bored.
We're
We're
bored.
bored as people right
Okay.
now.
And for me, I'm not gonna lie, bro. It sounds stupid, but guess what? Light stops. I don't got no bills no more.
That's fact.
That's what I'm saying. It goes
That's
back to
facts.
basics. Like,
Oh,
what do I do?
man.
I wake up, I survive.
Yeah, I survived. That's
Exactly.
It. I
And
go
like
live in-
it's the simple part of it, you
Yeah.
know? Like that's like talking about back in the day, like, oh yeah, like medieval times would be tight because like
Yeah.
all I gotta do is just like do my farming or like become a knight or some shit, whatever. But then like the reality things obviously aren't
Facts.
that.
I
you
go
know.
squat in somebody's abandoned mansion. It's mine
Right,
now.
right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's
Right.
simple.
Pirate or something.
You know?
like
I don't know about all that.
Simple
like,
life.
I don't know about
Simple
the pirate
life.
life.
The
I don't know about that.
internet is gone.
Yeah.
You know.
That's gonna be
yeah.
that's,
Oh, dude.
that's gonna turn people
Back up.
into zombies.
Yes.
Losing the internet is gonna
Oh,
make
they're gonna go
zombies.
crazy.
Yes.
It's gonna be some type of techno virus.
You'll have to like, man, people that have like backed up or
Yeah.
physical media will be like gods at
man.
that point.
People, because a lot of people don't seem to understand. Like we'll talk about being addicted to drugs, alcohol, all that.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, the internet is a drug.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous.
It's a freaking drug. People don't understand that. Like,
The-
yo, I know people who can't live without being on their phone.
That's
Going
crazy.
in another room without your phone, you're like, wait a sec, I gotta go back and
Yeah,
get it.
bro. You know what I'm saying?
Can't
Like,
just leave it.
It's wild to me. Like you understand, like when you're out in the public scene, like I am a lot. You know, I dwell in a lot of entertainment stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what's killed entertainment, or like remember back in the day, we would go to the club,
right.
and that shit was fire because there was nobody on their phones.
Yeah.
You know,
Everybody on their phone.
it was back in the day. I remember when I had the sidekick.
People were engaged.
Yeah, you couldn't do much on the sidekick, you know.
Right.
Now you go to you go to the club, bro. Everybody's like this. We forgetting that there's good music playing.
Yep.
We forgetting how to socialize and just talk to people and enjoy. Yo, I don't know if you remember even our tours back in the day when we did like Albuquerque and things like
New
that.
Mexico,
we
yup.
just enjoyed life, bro. We weren't worried about recording and all. You know what I mean?
But
Right?
if there
Everybody
was
staring at
there,
their
if
phone.
it was there, we would have.
That's
Well,
true.
hell yeah.
We needed that footage.
We would've had all the
it was
Daylight
the same
sessions.
thing, right? As soon as you had the opportunity to record stuff for yourself, you're
Yeah,
like,
man.
I don't need that. I don't need to go through the channels that they try to force
Yeah.
me to. You know?
Yeah.
Like there's two sides to that. It was nice that it gave us the ability to do it on our own.
I got a lot of KTV footage still from the old session.
You won't share that.
Hey, it's
Put it on the drive.
coming soon, man.
Put it on
I
the
got everything, bro.
Maybe edit it a little.
Oh, definitely for sure. Oh yeah. A lot of that. Yeah, we was wilding.
It needs a lot
We
of
was
editing
wildin'.
because the video quality wise alone, if you're going back to where
Probably looks like trash,
Hey, but
man.
but you know what's crazy? I was having this conversation with Kalia, and Kalia was telling me like that is kind of like a new fad.
it is.
Going back to
with
that.
the retro,
Yeah, the vintage.
video
Get
look,
Get the Polaroids
yeah.
out, stuff like that.
Yeah, she's right.
So I was thinking, man, of how I'm gonna flip that and do that. You hear the sirens in the back. Something going on. Speaking of scary movies,
Come on,
is it the zombie apocalypse going on right now?
I mean, if it's
Right?
what's up? What we got on deck?
Boy, crazy
This could be
outside. This
archival
might be
footage
it.
for this.
That's how it usually starts in the movies, though.
This is how it starts. And then somebody
found
dig
footage of a podcast at the beginning.
Yeah.
They gonna be like, these were the three most important dudes in life ever.
You know what I mean?
These were the
Damn, I don't
founding
like where my
fathers.
pause part.
You know.
Man, see,
No, I'm gonna tell my grandkids one day this was Kid and Play or some. You know what I mean?
right. You see, they like the white people problems. He like, I'm trying to find out where my car is parked. We sitting here chopping it up, man. He like,
I'm like, man, I think I parked over there.
Right. Nah, it's all good, bro. That's my brother to the death, man. So, man, like I say, man, I just feel like there's something inside of us that wants the world to just kind of be like, and I kind of, it sucks to say this. I'm going to just be real, though, but in a sense, too, speaking on COVID, COVID, there was some pros to it.
Yeah.
A lot of cons because we lost a lot of people.
Yeah.
And condolences to those people
Rest in
that
peace.
passed away. Rest in peace.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Our condolences. But I want to just say that like there was some things actually kind of gained from COVID also.
Yeah.
In a positive note where people evaluated their relationships at home.
Yeah.
A lot of people saved money. They made money.
Yeah.
You know, it shifted and changed the paradigm of what we know today, you know, as far as working from home and things
seriously.
like that. So,
It made it a viable solution.
yeah,
man,
for
to the
real.
whole
So,
situation.
yeah. So, moving on, man. So, I guess my favorite scary movie is, and this is going to sound strange, but it ain't even my favorite, but the movie that scares me the most is Arachnophobia.
Oh, really?
Dude, so I got a story about that. So when I was a kid, man, we went to the movie theaters to see that.
Yeah.
And a storm came through and the power went out in the middle of it. Oh. And that made it the scariest thing ever, watching all these spider things and then the power goes out from a storm.
You was traumatized,
dude,
bro.
It was a core memory.
Traumatized.
I mean,
bro.
look, you still ain't
God,
forgot
dude.
about it.
I thought my trauma was bad on that movie, bro.
Yeah.
Ever since I seen that movie, every spider, bro, every spider is like magnified times 5. It could be the smallest spider, bro. It's a spider.
It is.
But after seeing Arachnophobia, it increases and magnifies
God.
that spider 5 times. So every time I see a spider, I feel like this dude might try to kill me,
That's
kill
real.
somebody in the crib.
Right?
And I got to get activated and get them quick. And it's over with.
And see, that's
It's
the,
over with.
That's the crazy part about human psyche, right? So you experience that when you see a spider. Guess what I experience when I see a spider?
What?
Turn me fucking Peter Parker.
See that?
Like for real.
I don't know if that's a good attitude, man. They gonna make you sick as hell.
No, they can. But I just want that one. I just want that one that has that special. You know what I'm saying? Can I be Spider-Man? You feel
If
me?
only it was that easy, right?
Right, for real, man. And that's crazy. So,
Find me
yeah,
that spider.
Arachnophobia is my joint.
Yeah.
I just remember, and I'm talking about the one. I think was it Bill Pullman was the head in the lead cast in that movie.
That's
the one that had John Goodman was the exterminator in that movie.
Yeah,
I gotta go see
And
that
I even
again.
remember when there was a scene in that movie where bro stepped on the spider. Like he tried to kill him with the spider spray.
Yeah.
And Buddy wasn't dying. And he hit him some more. And then
it's-
he turned it up and hit him some more, and he
Yeah.
wasn't dying. He literally had to go step on him. After that, I just felt like every spider was powerful.
Yeah.
And there's no way that like I'm.
Anytime you see one that's like the size of like a dime or bigger, I'm like, get
it's
Yeah.
over, man.
you had
So,
a good life, but
Yeah.
it's time for you to go.
You gotta understand, and then
But they be killing all those mosquitoes, man.
They do.
They eat all the bugs
They
that
do.
you don't want to deal
know.
with.
And it's-
but
it's-
I mean, other spiders are.
And you from Africa, man. So how
So,
you
I
so
was
you
just
couldn't even
about to
say
say,
like
no.
you shouldn't be scared of nothing.
So that's what I was just
wild.
about to say.
No disrespect.
You have to understand, like for me, you saying that freaks you out. For me, it's like, yo, I come from a situation where every morning this was regular for us. You feel me? You have to literally. So it's not just spiders.
Okay.
Scorpions were the main thing.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so you have to every morning before you put on your shoes, you have to literally flip your shoes over.
Just check.
And
Yeah.
just, you know, so there's a day my sister even made the mistake. What's up? I'm enjoying you.
Yeah, you gonna just join in. Let's not get it on the Zoom though. You know.
It's whatever.
I spilled.
So there's a day my sister made the mistake of almost not
Tito's
checking.
on ice. That's how we do. in the trick or treat bucket. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. So there's a day my sister literally made the mistake of not checking her shoe.
Okay.
And if not for my dad, you know, my dad was on. Shout out to my dad, rest in peace.
Yep.
He made sure certain things like it didn't matter if you checked your shoes. Him as a dad, the protectiveness was he would still do it. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Right.
So there's a day my sister didn't check.
Repetition.
Yeah, you know,
yeah,
and he
muscle
decides to check. And literally as he flips the shoe over, I mean, whole scorpion just comes out.
How big?
Oh, big. When I say these things were so normal, you could walk out your house in Africa and scorpions are just on the wall.
And so they say and is it true like the bigger the scorpion?
It's the less, right?
Yeah, the bigger the so it's the smaller the scorpion you want to be scared of. The
Yeah.
big ones are really not that
Yeah.
poisonous, but
Yeah.
the small ones is ones you want to
Yeah.
be concerned about.
Yeah, so these
which
things
is crazy.
These things don't scare me because
It's like
normally,
more potent than maybe.
Man.
yeah,
Listen.
you know, they pack. It's like they say, dynamite. You know, comes in small packages.
Right,
The
right.
bigger, you know, what I mean, the smaller the package, the more the.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
got
saying.
it. Right, fact.
Yeah, so I mean, so I'm here listening to how these things like spiders freak you out, but for me, it's like normal life because I come from a society where spiders, you know, snakes are normal.
Right,
You know,
right.
you find a snake, you
I'm
literally.
Man,
I'm snakes. I'm cool with snakes.
I spent a
I'm
night
not.
in the Sahara Desert once, and
Oh, what?
went to Morocco, and we spent a night out there, rode camels out there,
Mm-hmm.
and then slept in. We had tents, and we actually slept outside.
Oh,
So nice out. One of the few times it rained too in
Yeah.
the desert, which was wild. But
How
Some
bad?
memory.
It was a lot of rain.
no, it was like light.
Just a
It was
little light,
beautiful.
okay.
It was like because they
you
were telling
imagine?
us it was gonna be like 120 degrees, and then
So
it
it
ended
was
up raining. It
refreshing.
was like 75. It was unbelievable.
yeah, and the desert is known to be dry, no water.
Yeah,
And
we
it
got
rains.
lucky. But the problem, the thing that we were all freaked out about was the bugs, like the scorpions and all that. But they were like, no, the camels actually, like they're afraid of the camels.
Oh.
So they like with the camels sleeping next to the tents and stuff, you didn't have to worry about it. But I saw a giant beetle when I went to the bathroom.
Like one of
man.
those scarab joints.
Dude, yeah, exactly. It had the big old thing. It was like,
That's crazy.
it was
man.
huge, man. That was like, oh. But otherwise, it was a crazy experience.
So the camels scare away.
It's just them and their really.
Oh, so okay, so it's like a deterrent.
Really, I mean, honestly, it's funny. I mean, you're not gonna lie.
Buy a camel, let it in your yard. You'll have no
And
pest
don't.
problems.
I
Pretty
mean,
much what he said.
unless you want to do it. I mean, it's fun to say like, yeah, I rode a camel out into the desert.
Right. Okay.
But like that was like the most uncomfortable ride I've ever
Yeah,
been. I will never do it again.
you say, nah, I'm good.
I'll walk in.
Before you say-
Yeah.
Dang, yeah, you know.
That's
I'm,
crazy,
I
man.
ain't doing that. So we should places like Arizona and all that. We need to be packaging camel
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put that around your house.
That's crazy, man.
It's a business idea. I'm flying to Egypt tomorrow.
He say, this dude, man, he finna go buy buckets of camel.
I'm an entrepreneur, bro.
Hey.
Where the money at is where I go.
The first rapper to
And people keep going to in Arizona. You know, they're running out of water.
industrialize and capitalize on camel. Yeah, I'm with it.
Hey,
Let's
I
get it.
mean,
I invest.
recycle and reuse, right?
Facts.
Definitely. So, moving on. Next question. We're still on horror films and the horror deal. Happy Halloween.
I just forgot all this is vodka at this point.
Trying to get Daylight slapped, man. He caught on too quick, man. Nah, let me get some of that too, man. I ain't gonna front.
Daylight gonna wake up 28 days later.
Nah, we ain't gonna do that, man. Nah, bro.
Low key day tomorrow.
It's Friday.
For real.
So, slasher,
Yeah.
poltergeist,
Oh.
zombie, vampire, or the unexplained. So I'm gonna say it again: slasher, poltergeist, zombie, vampire, the unexplained. If you had to be one, which one would you want to be? Now, before you answer that question, you got to think of the pros and the cons.
This is easy.
Yeah.
And which one would you want to be and why, fam?
A vampire.
I was gonna go with that.
I mean, like,
Tell me why.
As long as you keep yourself low key, like, I mean, you get to live forever. Do the thing, and then if you get bored, just walk into the sunlight and call it a day.
That's as good as the answer you can give me, Daylight, on being a vampire, bro. Moving on, man.
Literally, you
First,
can do whatever you want.
Poltergeist.
Try everything.
He's the vampire looking for his car.
is.
I
You
was
know what I'm
thinking
saying?
poltergeist too.
Counts Daylight.
Daylight is the vampire looking for where he parked his coffin.
that's right.
Is my coffin?
right.
Is my coffin
I'll
okay?
forget it, man. I'll just turn into a bag.
It
and be
ain't
out.
Count Dracula, it's Count Daylight. You know what I mean?
What about you, bro?
It's Count Draculite. I'm going with Poltergeist, bro.
Word?
What real weaknesses do they have?
It's real.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that one. That's
I mean,
true. Well,
yeah,
unless
but you're like
unless you call her like a
Ghostbuster.
Or like
if a Ghostbuster exists, or like a priest or something in there, and they
Well,
come and do
it'd
an
be-
exorcism.
you ever watch most movies? The priests, most times, a lot of them up.
That's real. Well, what honestly, have you seen
non-believers?
Poltergeist?
Oh, for sure.
So, like, what didn't they not? They didn't win at the end.
They did not. They
They
had to
didn't,
move.
yeah.
But that was,
So
what-
I mean, the Poltergeist won.
But here's a difference. So this is what I would say about that movie, though. So in Poltergeist, though, and correct me if I'm wrong, the reason why that was
Indian burial ground.
exactly. So that's a whole. In my opinion, man, like you got demons,
Yeah.
but like you got demons. And when it comes to like Native American like folklore and their culture, man, like
Yep.
they got there's a whole nother level of
Yeah.
spirit and things like that going on, man. So
Yeah.
I don't think
Other planes of existence.
I don't think no priest would have been able to come in and get that together,
Exactly.
bro.
So Poltergeist.
That's
so,
real.
Yeah, that's
real.
yeah. So and they was on the burial ground, so you got a lot of spirit out there, bro.
Because you got to think about it.
Real.
It's not just any priest that can come in. It has to be a very strong, powerful.
Shaman, you need a shaman.
At
You need
that
ancient.
point,
You need
it
ancient magic.
to meet,
Yeah.
to meet the needs
So
of the situation.
Anybody in my path is on the menu.
So you talking like so you want to be poltergeist or poltergeist? Like,
No, I want to be like
this
poltergeist that's even afraid of
poltergeist.
my poltergeist.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Ghost
Head
afraid of
honcho
ghosts.
at all
Okay.
ghosts.
You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that's dope. Ghost afraid of ghosts.
For me, Stakes, man, I'm going vampire.
Okay.
So I'm gonna explain my vampire.
right,
though.
let's see your
So
good
it's-
reason.
yeah, I'm not looking for my coffin though. If I was a vampire, bro, like it's so many ways to make money, bro.
That's true.
I'll be biting people for money, bro.
That's true.
That's real.
Facts. Straight hustle.
people for
biting people for money, bro.
true.
Have you seen Preacher?
Nah. Hold that note though. I be biting people for money, bro. Straight up.
Yeah.
Like I can turn you into a vampire.
They're immortal.
5,000.
Yeah.
I could turn you into a
that's
vampire. I mean, well, I'm just throwing out a number. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, sir, everybody can't afford to be bit by a vampire.
But you don't want to. You also got to think about it because
everybody don't have good credit to be bit by vampires.
That's real. That's real. But also, you can't. You got to be careful about who you biting, man.
I'm gonna get to that because I was saying, if I was a vampire, I'd never be a vampire in Miami. I'd never be a vampire. I'd never be a vampire in Beverly Hills. You know why? Because if I was a vampire in either location, I don't want to risk biting your fake. I don't want to risk biting your fake. If I bite one of those, you're just gonna have 2 bite marks with an infection because you done drunk my blood. So you got an infection. You didn't get the full dose to turn into a vampire. No, thanks. This is real. You didn't get the full dose to turn into a vampire.
Okay.
So now you in the ER. Now you begging for your money back. It's some, you know what I'm saying?
And then all of a sudden you on 10 o'clock news.
Hold on. And then same thing. Imagine if you bit a basehead or a dope fiend or something, bro. And it's just that's
you're setting your sights low.
I'm just saying, but I'm selling to everybody, bro. Everybody wants to be a vampire.
Man, I'm telling you.
I'm selling vampire. I'm selling vampire.
Nah, this is what you're doing. You got to do it like Illuminati level and be like, all right, Elon.
Create the deal.
All right, Mark Cuban. Like, hit
create
those.
them in
see? Turn them in.
Nice, bro.
You got to go that high level.
You know what I'm saying? It's like.
And the other side is you want to make sure you
be the man.
Yeah.
One bite could change your life.
He said be Pablo Escobar of vampire life,
bro.
And also the other side, you don't want to turn people that are going to be like total later.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden it's like, oh, you just wiped out a small village of people.
Yeah.
Because you went on a little rampage, got a little blood drunk.
Hey, they pay me, man.
And then
pay me my money, bro. And I'm not biting nobody who got fake implants, bro. I'm not with none of that.
He said they want their money back.
They want their money back.
I'm a vampire. I dare you come get your money
man,
back.
I'm not doing that, bro.
Ain't happening.
It ain't my fault you got half the dose because you got fake body parts.
I dare you to
So
come
what about
get
the
your
other side
money.
of being a vampire?
The other side of
Like
being
everybody around you that you love and know getting old. Are you turning them all?
Oh, they're getting turned. I'm not asking.
You know what's funny?
What if they don't want it though?
So
Imagine a vampire named Daylight. He came and step in the daylight.
Damn. That's real. That's real.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Daylight, you can't be a vampire. It's not.
I'm just like 100 SPF, man. Just slab it on.
It's not enough.
I'll go outside
tomorrow.
It's not an option for you, bro.
I'll wear one of those burqa things. I'll just cover everything.
I can imagine that intro. My name's Daylight. I'm a vampire.
That's a dope vampire name.
No, that's kind
dope.
of a flex in terms of vampire world.
Yeah. And then I was saying, like, what if you bite a basehead or a crackhead a person, man? You seen them vampires on Blade too? Mm-hmm. Them dudes was tough.
Speaking of that, isn't there supposed to be a new Blade?
Yes, with Mercer Ali.
Are they still doing that? That was a while ago.
If you watch one of the episodes, it's been some turmoil. You know, your brother did speak on that with the whole them firing and.
I'm still sad that they didn't just keep Wesley.
Man,
that's all they had to do.
That was like Blade is one of my favorites.
It's like
that's such a good movie.
You got Wesley Snipes is Blade. Yep. Hugh Jackman is Wolverine.
Yep.
Those dudes was built. They was born to play those roles.
And they did it in Deadpool. They brought him back in Deadpool as Blade. So just keep it going.
I heard about the cameo. I haven't seen the new one yet.
What?
Yeah. And I haven't either. I'm watching it this weekend. It's on Amazon Prime.
What? I was supposed to see it at the Alamo and then it closed.
Yeah.
And
what?
The Alamo closed?
Yeah, the draft in Woodbury.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I think they got under new management or something.
I'm gonna say it again. What?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna watch it, bro.
I'm like kind of into Marvel, but they just produce so much that it's a lot. It's a lot of content to take in.
Yeah, sometimes based on some of the disappointments, it's hard to have that sense of urgency.
Well, and then you got TV shows and movies.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like, it's crazy.
It can get overwhelming.
Okay.
Like, how many movies are there? It's like something stupid. It's probably like 20 of them or something like that.
It, man. I watched some of the shows. I was like, yeah,
and that's
I'm
a continuous storyline that they did throughout.
I'll wait till the next Avengers.
Yeah.
I'll just
watch the little recap at the beginning.
I'll do the YouTube recap of how this tied in with the Easter egg and all that.
That's real.
Bet you ask my brother though how many, he give you an exact number. He'll know exactly how many movies.
Too many.
I'm expecting that. I'm expecting to know that. He's a human computer walking.
When it comes to Marvel, DC, all that.
Shout out to Shifter, man. If you watching this, walking computer.
How's he doing, man?
He's great. He's he's still shifting.
I love hanging out with that dude. He was always fun.
He's amazing. He's a beautiful soul, man. I love my brother. You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take 10 seconds just to say I have the best brother in the world. Okay, like that dude is different. And,
I wish I could say that about my sister, but
damn.
Oh,
Shots fired.
We'll say that. We're gonna say that for another episode. We're gonna talk about siblings.
One day family.
Yeah, we can tell you we can get on that. I mean, there's a lot of that going around,
Yeah,
right.
it is.
So
and nothing personal. It's just business.
We just constantly give each other.
Right. So, so I did ask y'all what's your favorite scary movie, but I didn't ask you what movie scares you the most. What movie has scared you the most? So there's a difference between having a favorite scary movie, like Aliens. Like I say, Arachnophobia was one that traumatized me. Yeah. But Aliens, if you want to say that is a horror film, that's my favorite genre.
Okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know what else you would really. It's like sci-fi horror.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
But what's up, Ver? What movie traumatized you the most?
I'm huge on
None of the classics and nothing like that.
Yo, and I don't know if I have one, because
you from Africa.
That's the thing. We're raised to be warriors, man.
That's what he was finna say. I'm from Africa.
Yeah, because we see shit like that, and for us, it's more like it's instead of being afraid.
Shout out to Africa.
Shout out to the whole continent, man. I'm coming to run y'all one day.
No shade, no salt, man. I gotta call like I said. I know what my brother was finna say. He was finna say I ain't scared because I'm from Africa.
I ain't gonna lie. For us, the way we're raised is you see shit and it's supposed to intimidate you or traumatize you. The response is more of buck up.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
There's really never anything that's supposed to make you feel less than or weak. Or so when I watch, you know what I mean, and I don't know if I could sleep tonight after watching that. I'm like, man, you'll switch the lights off. You know what I'm saying? For real. So even if you are internally afraid of something, or you felt some type of way about it, I don't think, and that's probably, last episode we talked about, I might need therapy. I might.
Oh, I told you I was gonna go with you.
I got a question though with that. So are you gonna do that thing where you're watching a horror movie and they're like, oh, I heard a noise down that dark hallway. I'm gonna go down that hallway.
That's me.
Nah, see,
you know what happens.
You know what happened, bro.
Guess what? If we die, we die.
That's
but
real.
Guess what?
What I'm gonna do is I'll throw a flashlight down there.
You know what?
my role.
I can't trust you. I can't trust you.
Trust me, bro.
I can't trust you leading us into no, bro.
Right.
That's what you need. You need like me.
He's like the canary in the coal mine. You send him first.
So I can have to save your ass if you go down the hallway?
You don't have to save me, bro. I'm literally the distraction, so you mother can get the out.
You know what?
He did well. He did his job. We got out alive.
Y'all remember when y'all need the distraction, it's some scary shit happening.
If some shit going down, it's shit going down. I'm gonna go find out.
Calling Cap like, man, what was Vert with? Man, it was some shit happening. And bro wasn't even around. He was supposed to be he was supposed to be the crash dummy.
Guess what?
He was supposed to be the crash dummy, bro.
We ain't even know there was a mother and half werewolf whatever down there until VeRB went and seen that and said, yo, it's going down over here.
Hey, you know what? Hey, real talk. But see, me being me, if you did say that shit, I would probably come down the hallway.
Right. We'd be like, we gotta back him up.
Yeah.
Dude, I did when I was a kid. I did that. Like my homie was in the straight up. This is real life though. There's a park next to his house. He was in the park. Somebody came running back and was like, "Yo, he's getting robbed in the park right now. Yeah. So then we all go running out there.
Yeah.
So what happens? We all get robbed.
Yo, if you get robbed, we all get robbed.
That's facts. That's how it's supposed to be.
Guess what? I don't want to have that discussion with you tomorrow. Like, I was getting robbed. Where the f you
The
at?
worst part, though, I will say though, is that when we after that situation, he was like, guys, he was just about to let me go.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I was dead serious.
He
man.
said that?
Yeah, he was about to just let me go. Like he had talked him out of it. We all rolled up, all like, "What's going on?" And I was like, "Oh, great." Two like Vato Locos motherfuckers, Rob, knife to the gut and all that. Man. It was rough. And the worst part was that he was like the cousin of somebody we knew here from Cali.
And y'all ain't get there wasn't no get back for that. You knew them.
Dude, we were like, I was like 16. This dude was probably like him and his homie were in their 20s.
So we know where to find you.
We got yoked up.
I need my
Rough. It was rough. Learn my lesson, man.
I need my
Just go running into
Hey, on that note, don't go running in
the middle of the night.
Stakes is not a punk, but
you don't want to do it.
If you hear down the hallway, Stakes ain't going that way. Now,
I'm sorry, man.
Cali will.
When it's dark,
Vert will
do it.
I'm sorry, just how
if he go down there and this is shaking, I'm gonna go assist my man's.
You know what I mean?
I'm not gonna be the first to go down the hallway.
I'll be the second dummy to run in.
Yeah, that's right. So I'll be crash dummy number 3. Daylight already said he's crash dummy number 2, so I'm good for number 3.
As soon as we all look at each other, we hear Callie saying it down the hall. We're like,
we gonna see you first,
we gotta
bro.
go.
I can't lie,
said
bro.
it.
I might be shaking my head as I'm going, but
So
I'm
we
gonna
know
go.
the order now.
I'm number 3.
You know what I mean?
It's my show. I go last.
Yeah, you gotta live to a podcast another day.
That's real.
You feel me?
At least wrap it up before you go.
My show.
Give
go
yourself
last.
the ending.
I'm not gonna lie, it's just how I was raised. You know what I mean? And
that's what's up,
the way
man.
I was raised, bro, is if some pop in, you grab your spear and your shield.
Nah, that's what's up. As it should be.
As a Swede, man, it's grab
man.
your sword and shield.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know, it's if there's people that I love in the building, you're gonna have to go through me to get to them.
Well, it's as Stakes. It's grab my shoes and my gun, and I'm going that way.
That's why he has a song called Gym Shoe Money.
Gym Shoe Money.
That's right. Yep.
Give me my
running
sneakers
shoes
and
on.
my
Let's go.
gun. I'm going that way. I don't know what happens that way, but this is the way to go.
Especially in the age of guns, bro. In the age of guns, look,
right.
I'm walking right into the end. And you know what? I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's just a natural thing for me because growing up, I always wanted to be a Navy SEAL. I'll be real.
Okay.
So I am the type to walk into some.
Let's get it, man.
You feel
Okay.
me? So that's just my
There's a
nature.
thin line between bravery and stupidity.
Hey, I know that's for sure.
Yes.
But at the same time, like I said, and where
Not calling you
I'm
stupid,
from, I fully agree.
You'll be like this.
No, I fully agree because there's certain situations. Yo, we all got to get the out of here, okay?
Right.
But if it's something where the situation has to be assessed,
right.
somebody has to assess the situation.
Oh, for sure.
right.
For sure. Fact.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm down to sacrifice myself so my people.
I think we all are. It all depends.
Yeah.
There's no cowards in the room.
No,
Let's clear that up. Let's make that. Let's get
We
that
all
straight.
real men
Also,
over here.
we don't condone gun violence. So
No.
you know what I'm saying. Let's get that straight. Also, now, we do condone protecting yourself by any means necessary.
Yes.
Out here just wilding and going crazy with your
different.
pistol, that's a whole different thing.
That's
And we don't
different.
condone that.
Indeed.
That's the crash out.
Yeah, this ain't no cowards in the room.
No.
We're just saying when it comes to unique situations, such as half men, half
Yep. I'll let you know there's a danger to be alert of.
Yep.
And then now you guys can now assess and plan.
We're gonna let Cali, we're gonna let Verb assess that. Man.
Exactly. So I'll assess and then now you guys figure out survival.
Right. So
It's just
Hopefully you make it back though.
Yeah. I'm that jumps on the grenade to protect the squad. You know what I mean? After that, whatever grenades are coming, now y'all know it's
That's on
grenades
you
coming.
guys.
right. Speaking of grenades coming, we're gonna kind of move on next and
Let's get
jump into the next topic. Speaking of grenades coming, do we feel that AI is a grenade coming?
I love AI.
I mean, it's gonna get misused no matter what. So
It will.
It
Like,
probably. It probably already is
Right.
being misused in some fashion. So
I think. Yeah, let me be honest. I
we
think a
gotta
lot
embrace
of
it.
you got to embrace it. I think a lot of people seem to forget that even where we are in society today is just all a result of natural evolution,
Okay.
progress.
Right.
There's no time in life where life will stand still.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's always going to be the next best thing.
Right.
You feel me? So for me, it's about embracing it and using it the right way. Now,
Don't be
granted,
left behind either. In this
Don't be
situation.
left behind.
Yeah.
You got to get grandfathered in.
Yeah.
Now, granted, there's going to be people who are going to take that and use it the wrong way. For example, I've seen situations where, for example, I was online one day and I saw like, it was pictures of R. Kelly in prison or jail, and it looked like a concert.
Okay.
And it looked like he was actually in jail and having a whole crowd of
And that was AI
it was
generated.
AI, but it looked real as
Right.
so here
That's
I
the
am.
scary part, though, bro.
Here I am thinking,
Seriously.
you know, they could say one day, you were literally across the world, and they say, no, we have pictures of you at a crime scene. You're right there.
Right.
We see you. You're right in there.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So here's another, and that's an issue. Daylight, what's your take on that? Like, what you got?
You know,
Like, I mean, it's just around. People are gonna start using it. You gotta at least know what the is and try to at least understand it. Just the other day, somebody at work like took some information about some stuff, put it into something that Google has for free, and it created a podcast like back and forth between a woman and a man,
And
and
that's
it
crazy.
sounded so realistic.
Yep.
It was the craziest thing. Like I thought for sure I'd be able to pick it up. Couldn't even tell that it was all AI generated, and
That's
it was
crazy.
like it was really interesting to see that. But like I said, man, that just means it's so many ways to get misused, and
Right,
that's
it
going to
is.
be the part where like if we can't tell when that is being misused or be able to tell when something is AI generated
Right.
in some fashion, that'll
that's
be the
facts.
issue.
Remember when the whole Kendrick and Drake beef?
The AI songs.
It's still going on. kinda
Drake
right
dropped
now.
a song. Actually, before that,
Did
people
y'all
were
talk
expecting.
about that?
Nah, we haven't touched on that yet, but we can. Remember while we
I'm
on
just
this?
wondering.
Yeah, remember there was a time.
Oh, you got
John.
okay.
You remember that a song dropped, and people thought, I think it was Drake. I don't know if it was Drake or Kendrick, and people thought it was a response, and they're like, "Nah, man, this ain't real. Drake ain't said nothing about dropping a song." People couldn't even tell if he had actually dropped the
the
response.
song.
It was actually somebody who had
Yeah.
taken and done an AI response.
Well, then he dropped that one with the AI Tupac.
Yeah,
man,
yup,
so-
yup.
which was very
And
disrespectful.
and on that note, man, like, you know, as artists, we all sit here at this table.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, Verb, you rap, I rap. Daylight does the production. He's a producer, beats, engineer, things like that. For us, man, like, how scary is that? How scary is the thought of that? Because here's the thing, like, okay, yeah, AI helps,
Yeah,
but there's no soul in it.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
But yet you got people out here that are using it
Yeah.
to write their lyrics now. They're using it to produce beats now.
Yep.
And what's crazy is it is lyrics that can pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beats
Yeah.
that can pass.
Yeah.
I was watching the news the other day, man. It was crazy. I was watching the news the other day, and they were saying that comedians now, some upcoming comedians,
I
and a
doing
lot of
jokes.
they are using AI to write their jokes.
Oh,
Now, here's the crazy part. Now, this is what's going to trip you out. That wasn't the trippy part. The trippy part was they said that the survey said that based on the jokes that the AI system was writing, the jokes were actually 85% funnier than if a human being had wrote it.
oh,
So the AI system literally wrote a more funnier joke. Now, it's a difference between writing funny jokes and then delivering the joke.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you got comedians
Yeah.
and people out here letting AI write their jokes,
Yeah.
and the jokes is funnier than what a human being would have actually wrote it,
Right. Right.
come on, man. Like, that's
But that also takes input though from the human.
Oh, for
like they're
sure.
inputting that stuff, and I would hope
Of course,
that they're
yeah.
like refining what they're getting from the AI,
Okay,
and
right.
not just ripping it straight from whatever they're
Still,
saying.
the originality factor.
Right.
Because now
things will start sounding all the same.
Because now you're not the funny person that
Right.
AI
Right,
is.
right.
And you just took that and put your personality.
But what if
to
you
it.
look at it as like you're using the AI as your bounce off instead? Instead of having another person to talk to, you're using the AI to be like, here's a joke that I think, and then it refines it. For
That's different.
And that's using it for the purposes of what it could technically be
Intended.
used
Right.
for.
Yeah.
the problem with that though is you're
Just like writer's block.
well, and it's where AI gets its information from, because that's the other thing is like people being mad like, hey, your AI model is using my works of art
That's real.
to learn, and I didn't approve of that.
We're gonna see a lot of lawsuits
You
in the
know,
future.
exactly.
for a lot of
I mean,
this
there's been
AI
a few
stuff,
happening
man.
already.
Really?
Yeah, because the AI scrapes the internet all the time.
Okay.
And they're grabbing everything. Like, I mean, there's multiple different types of AI, but like whether it's text or video or music, whatever, like they're scraping the internet. It's
Okay.
like throwing a net in the ocean and just
Okay.
grabbing stuff out. Like, doesn't care where it came from or who did it, whether they wanted it to be taken or not. It's taking it.
And it's the same thing. I was having a conversation with with Shania, man, with her being, she's in school, she, aspiring to being a journalist and things like that.
Shout out Shania.
And shout out to my baby. And I had to tell her, man, like, you need to get in front of this AI thing, because at some point
Well,
not going away.
don't they run that stuff through?
they run it through. But what I'm saying
for
is
plagiarism?
that they do, but at the same time, you got a lot of writers now that are using AI,
Right.
retweaking it.
Yeah.
Well,
As
it's like
anything.
Grammarly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's one where it like helps your text out.
So I told her, I say, right now they haven't implemented AI into a lot of class or curriculums and
Right.
things like that at a lot of schools. And this is right now it's kind of, if you're going into college or going into school to be any like type of writer or journalist or anything like that, AI at some point is going to be implemented into the curriculum of these classes. And this is and I hate to say it, but it's sort of a bad time.
It is.
To be going to school for that.
You're like right in the
because-
middle of it.
Yeah, because right when you graduate, they're gonna implement it.
Right.
And then the people
Everybody
that's gonna
behind you is going to be
graduate,
using
they
that
gonna
as
be
like a tool.
Yeah. So I told him, I said, you need to self-teach, get ahead of that thing, man,
Yeah.
because at some point, man, like you don't want to be left in the dust.
No.
Using old tactics that you know what I mean. So I mean, I even use AI for certain things now. Never to write my lyrics. That's just crazy to me. I could never. I don't even understand why even.
I've
if
never
you're
tried that.
If you're a real artist, you wouldn't even want to use some
No, I want it to come from.
artificial. Yeah, like
Yeah,
that's
you know what I
crazy.
mean?
So
That's a slippery slope for sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I do want to try it. I've seen people try it. Like I do photography, and I hear it really simplifies the process sometimes.
it does.
So-
I use it in my post editing and things like that. But
I never want to be an old curmudgeon about tech either, though. Like not want to embrace something new
Oh, for
because
sure.
it's
Yeah,
new.
yeah,
That's
nah.
not what I used to do. Like,
Okay.
I don't want to be that kind of person either.
But knock knock, trick or treat. I got yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For real. No.
I don't have candy, sir, but I got.
You know what I mean?
We got.
We got the grown up candy
This
treats.
time I want that lemonade.
Anything? Anybody in the audience? Audience? No. No partaking.
What up, Nene? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I like my straight,
Ooh, sipping, huh?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. But here's the thing. So we talked about some of the main issues, some of the wrong reasons, some of the right reasons.
Yeah.
What could be done? Excuse me. What could be done to make it safer? You think?
AI?
Yeah.
There ain't no.
Yikes. I don't think there's a way.
Not in any. I mean, you just got to be. Like I said, I think the best part, at least right now, because like none of the AI is like actually thought generated stuff. Like this is all programmed. They're reading models
It's
of some
learning
sort.
from what
Exactly.
we are
It's not.
inputting.
It's not like a free thinking kind of AI in that sense. So we don't have to worry yet about some Skynet type.
Well, here's what I'm gonna tell you about free thinking. So do you remember the story about Facebook when they so Mark Zuckerberg when they had the AI, they actually created an AI early on. I think we kind of talked about this on one episode. The AI started talking to each other in its own language.
Oh, okay.
And then Facebook had to pull the plug because they couldn't understand what they were
what it was doing at that point.
Yeah, they created it and they started communicating normally.
That's
And then all of a sudden, it created its own language, and then it started communicating. And when they found out about it, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is crazy."
You know,
that's creepy.
It is, man. They pulled the plug right away.
Yeah.
So obviously,
but
if
see,
they
as
pull the
long
plug,
as we still have the ability,
that's crazy.
Maybe keep it not connected to the internet.
Right.
You know what I started feeling like this really don't know about that we need to worry about? It was one time I was watching a video of Mark Zuckerberg on Facebook, and I noticed that even you have to understand how deep Mark is into technology. Mm-hmm. And I noticed that even he on his laptop, you know, the webcam
the webcam,
he covers that.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, say that again. He covered now. What did he do?
He covered the webcam on his laptop.
Who that? The camera part, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
He covers that. He puts a tape over it.
Okay.
So
that's how much he trusts the laptop.
See, and that's crazy. You see what I'm saying? So you got these tech dudes. They know what it is.
Yes.
Even, I mean, Elon Musk even said it. Like, we're doomed. You know, with this AI. Like, it's over with. Like,
you know what I mean?
But the other side of that though is like, as long as it's not taking a human model from the beginning, I mean, we don't know what AI is going to think is the best thing to do.
Right. Right.
So I mean, it's not like we're looking at it from a human perspective in that sense.
Of course, man. But I watch a lot
it
of
is going to be created by humans, exactly.
I watch enough movies to know, and there's some. I don't care what nobody say, bro.
Ghost in the Machine.
Time travelers exist.
So
somebody knows something, and they know something.
So this all correlates, right? Because we were talking about zombies earlier, right?
Right.
So what would you prefer, zombies or some Terminator type?
Zombies.
That's easy.
That's easy.
Terminators make.
Yeah, I know, right?
Robots, hard metal,
yeah,
coming through.
Like what? We gotta like live by a steel factory so we can dip them in like molten steel.
And everything that's technology we can't trust.
Yeah, and they're trained to kill.
Hey, did y'all ever see Overkill? Do you remember that?
Is that Overkill?
So, Overkill, I believe it was based off a Stephen King novel. Basically, all the machines and stuff like become sentient and start killing everybody. From like that, it's from the 80s, man. Like
I gotta check that one out.
It's corny but funny as hell, man. There's a point where there's a point where a soda machine kills a dude by shooting him in the face with sodas.
I'm going to watch that tonight.
Dude, it's so ridiculous. I think Emilio Estevez is in it. Overkill. Yeah,
I'm
dude,
watching that tonight, bro.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna go watch.
Who did
like lawnmowers killing people and stuff? It's great.
Who did Emilio used to do movies with a lot? He had a specific dude. He did.
You know, Charlie Sheen is his brother.
That's
right.
That's
you know they brothers.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they brothers. They blood brothers.
Estevez, he kept his original last name.
Yep.
Oh, I know that.
They are brothers, bro.
Yeah, because Martin Sheen is their dad.
Their daddy, bro.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That makes sense. Because I'm like, yo, they used to be. I remember there was a time I'm like Emilio Estevez, and
he was popular for a bit.
Yeah.
90 star for sure.
That's all you need. One or two little.
So Overkill, like I watch somebody get killed by a pop machine.
Yeah,
that's
I think the name is
great. I'm pretty sure it's based off a Stephen King book.
Okay.
The name's
man,
perfect.
Speaking of Stephen King, like I don't know, man, but like so with it being Halloween, man, like I do Fear Fest every year on AMC.
Oh,
okay.
Man, so I only watch 2 channels all of October, bro.
Yeah.
I watch the Sci-Fi channel and I watch AMC because it's straight horror film.
Stephen King, M. Night Shyamalan.
For 30 days.
Dude, who would have thought
bro.
AMC would be like the spot for that kind of stuff?
The only thing I get mad at, man, because like they'll play like classics all through the day.
Yeah.
And then they'll play like a rerun of Walking Dead. That I don't want to watch yet because I didn't even watch. I gotta watch the last episode.
Yeah.
So I'm the type of dude too. Like I'll put my TV on. My TV will just be on repeat all day.
Right.
And I'll be doing other stuff like editing or whatever, man. And
just have it in the background kind of thing.
In the background. Like
I like to pick shows where like you can do that with.
Yeah, man. Like So me personally, man, like I sleep with the TV on. Like I can't sleep with the TV on.
I do like fan. I'm the fan.
You the fan?
I do a fan or a noise
TV,
generator.
Something has to be happening.
I have to have noise for sure.
Yeah, but a TV, man, what they say, man, like the TV watching me now, like you know what I mean?
Oh,
I'm
nowadays
that
with the smart
dude.
ones, they for sure. They're watching you, man.
AI, man.
Yeah.
See, that's the AI, man. So you know what I mean. So, again, like so back on the AI subject, like what type of impact do you think this will have on the overall value of life? I mean, again, we kind of touched on a couple of those points. Yeah. Like there are some positives and things like that, but I just feel like
for AI.
I'm for it, but
limitations, though.
Yeah.
Within reason. Let's take it slow.
Everything in moderation.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Definitely.
We can't jump right into it because we do not know the repercussions of what's going to happen.
That's real.
Like, this is extremely new technology.
I'm gonna tell you the
in
first
some
thing
ways.
that's gonna happen with this AI deal.
Yeah.
The Actors Guild and all those actors in Hollywood,
Yeah.
everybody who's an actor right now
Yeah.
they're gonna create some type of system or some type of
They've already started, man.
mandate or things. Really?
Yeah, there's a couple actors that have already started
Because-
to get their AI likeness rights.
Okay, because the reason for that
Licensing and
is
all that.
because, and then the other thing too is you can literally create an actor from AI now.
Facts.
Like you don't even need
Facts.
the actor anymore.
Facts.
You
No.
can
Hell
yeah.
create.
That's
I've
real.
seen it in commercials.
Super realistic.
So
Can't even
actors
tell.
now are like just starting to take jobs. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
It isn't though, man.
it'll be some legislative law at
But
some point.
it's also beneficial in certain ways because if you think about the fact like how, for example, you can be in two places at one time, right? So you hire me for a commercial, I'm a superstar.
Okay. So now we diving into things that I
But
can.
so that's you owning it though.
Yes. So think
But
about
if you don't own it because you
can't
screwed
use-
up on a contract or something,
That's
all of a
true.
sudden your management is
Right.
actually the people selling you.
Right, because you're a
AI
brand.
so we
likeness,
have
exactly.
we have a good lawyer.
Right. Have a
So,
good
but
lawyer.
think about this, right? Think about this. You hire me for a commercial, and you tell me, hey, you don't even have to show up.
Right.
We'll just do AI, and it'll
Or-
look
or you
like it's
charge them
you,
extra for
sound
the
like
real you.
and you can even. So while they're actually doing that, you can be over here doing another shoot. For
That's
someone
real.
else.
That's
and
real.
The commercial still comes out. It looks like it was you. It
So
sounds like you.
But
and you're in
the other side of that then is that like younger actors, newer actors, people that don't have their foot in the door yet,
I ain't gonna
they're
like
gonna
that.
be. It's gonna be even harder for them
real
because
hard.
it's like, well, why would I go with a new buddy when I can just buy his
man.
likeness for that?
You see what I'm saying?
That's true.
And that's where it becomes a slippery
Man,
slope.
you got physical robots, AI programs to do construction.
Yeah.
Dude,
Have you seen those?
think about green screen with a robot, and then you do some AI CGI over that, and all of a sudden you got any actor you want.
What's
Doing
that?
any scene you need.
That movie, it's a new movie that just came out. I can't remember the name right off the back of my head, but Tom Hanks is in it. Did you see that? Did you see the previews for that? They show a younger.
Where they
don't correct me
de-aged
if
him?
I'm wrong. Where they show a younger version of him, but
Yep.
I believe it's
I
about
think
a
I know what you're
family and the
talking about.
progression of years that pass
in the same room or something
Yes.
like that. Yeah.
And it's Tom Hanks from Young.
Yep.
I haven't seen it.
I forgot the other woman, her name, but
Yep.
she's a big actor. But they
It's all de-aged. It's just like they
crazy.
did that. There's that one of the later Star Wars movies. They have that scene with like one of the people that works with like Darth Vader or something. And that dude was dead. And they used CGI and AI
the old
to create him.
man from the Death Star.
Yeah. And they
bro, I
recreated him
did.
for that movie.
I looked at him
that
like,
was
hold
all
on.
complete AI,
Bro.
Like they had an actor do the scene, and then they layered that shit
seen
over
Buddy-
with his voice. For
I seen Buddy in the scene. I literally went to my
You're
phone.
like, wait a second.
I
that
say,
dude-
man, he can't be alive, bro. This movie was in the 70s, and he looked it like that in the 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like,
yes.
Hey, I say they tweaking.
I mean, they
so-
already starting that. I mean,
so it
de-aging has been in movies for a minute too.
So it could definitely put a lot of people like out of work.
this is going to make it even harder.
But here's the thing.
Us, because at some point, rappers become actors.
That's
I'm telling you,
facts.
they made a They recreated. I heard a podcast that was done.
I want to act.
So
I want to act. Can somebody give us roles?
I don't want to act.
I want to act. Daylight.
You remember when?
I want to be an actor.
Y'all remember when they did the Tupac hologram at a show? So imagine where now we get into an industry where artists, they're not even real. They're literally just AI artists, but the music sounds better than actual artists.
that
and
hasn't
they create
happened yet.
holograms for them for
gonna
concerts.
It's gonna happen.
for-
I mean, there was already an AI artist. There was
there was. They shut
there was
that
that
down.
cartoon dude,
I
and then he
remember. And he
did
was
some
blowing up.
Yeah, he was, but then he started doing some things that were like kind of racist or something, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta stop
Crazy,
that." And
man.
they
Yeah,
wrapped
we
it up.
don't do racism on this show.
Nah, and it was just
We don't
goofy. It was
condone
like
that.
it was just the situation. I think because they had some actual artist behind him doing the voice,
Yeah.
Okay.
but he was like a VTuber.
Okay, yeah,
where it was a
I remember
virtual.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. He actually, I remember he had one song. I'm like, yo, in
Not
this
so
new
bad.
generation, that,
Man,
Exactly.
That's
you
crazy.
know what I mean?
So with that said, man, like I think at this point, like we gonna wrap it up, man.
That's right.
And, you know what I'm saying? So, man, we really appreciate everybody tuning in and checking out the show. Again, man, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got my Daylight, man. This is my homie Daylight.
It was good to be
It's a
here.
pleasure to have you as
Daylight
a guest,
the
man.
vampire.
Like,
You
you know
feel
what I mean?
me?
Like, yeah, man. Like, you know,
All
we
about that
go way
oxymoron.
back, man.
Yeah, man.
Man, it's been a minute.
A minute. And I appreciate you
way
coming out,
back.
man.
You know,
It's
I'm glad
always
when I
love.
got that call from you that it wasn't a pyramid scheme you were trying to get me into.
Wait, whoa.
Because that's what, like, usually when you haven't heard from somebody for a minute, all of a
That's
sudden
real.
they're like, I got this thing, man. You
It happened to me.
get rich quick.
They like most
I
black
got you."
people don't do
We
pyramid
don't.
schemes, bro.
We
Oh,
don't. We don't
good.
trust.
We don't
That's,
do pyramid
that's real.
schemes, bro.
I don't trust either. So.
We don't trust. We don't.
Hey, but then I got my man VeRB, man, over there as
sir.
always,
I
man.
appreciate
My
you,
other
bro.
brother, man.
Thank you,
know
my
what I
brother.
mean? Again, man, you know, as I always say, these are two of these dudes sitting right here with me right now, my brothers, man. Like, we went through a lot
Family.
together. This is
Indeed.
family.
Spent a lot of time together.
A lot of time together, man. So at the end of the day, we can joke, we can clown with each other. It's always gonna be love. It's ride or die
Indeed.
to the end.
Yeah.
For the most part, man, I know Daylight. You say you didn't want to give him your social
Yeah.
media joint, but it's all good, man.
You could go to the Instagram handle, the Bengal Bros. That's my cats.
Okay,
Oh.
go ahead and spell out how you spell it. The
Yeah, because
Bengal
I was about to
Bros.
say.
Yeah, Bengal, Bengals.
All right, check that out.
Underscore.
I know what that's a
BROS.
play off of, but we ain't gonna go there. You know what I mean?
VeRB, you already know what it
you know.
is, man. Tell them where you at,
You know what I
bro.
mean? Lights, camera, verb on IG. Yeah, you know, my government, Cali, so cool on Facebook. Just reach me. I'm just appreciative, you know what I'm saying, being here for the Steaks of Ween version. You feel me?
All right, man. Steaks and wing. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to my man Frosty Jack.
Yeah.
He's a little. He got a little ice cube malfunction in there, but you know we had the Tito's on ice. Tito's. We're looking for a sponsorship.
Holla.
Come holler at my boy, man.
Come holler at us, man. And
good stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah,
And
man, it's
other than that,
love.
man, y'all already know who I am, man. If y'all don't know, my name is Steaks. But it's something I do want y'all to do this Halloween, and I want y'all to check out the shirt, and I want y'all to read what's on the shirt.
What that say?
Candyman.
Candyman, you feel me? Yo, I ain't get to put my on this, whatever though.
So,
It's real.
for anybody who read the shirt, if anything happened to y'all tonight,
Don't
it's
say it all.
not on us.
Don't say it all. Just say
You
it
said
once.
it once, just yeah.
Us, it's your boy Steaks and Nils.
I don't take it lightly when it comes to my loved ones. Don't make me embarrass you, boy. Yo, Michael, yo, Michael, yo, Michael, yo, Michael. I feel like you're Michael. I'm hungry, I go out, I go off, I show off, I'm feeling just like him. Yo, Michael, yo, Michael, yo, Michael, yo, Michael. I feel like you're Michael. I show up to show out, I make them all top out, I'm feeling just like him. Baller, the young Michael. Fleck, the young Michael. Swag, the young Michael. I show up to show out, I show up to show out.